Hey everyone, it's time for another sitcom intro, and this is the intro to all retro sitcom reviews. That's sitcoms such as The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, which I've already done, but I'm gonna do again in webcam form. The Fresh Prince of Bel Air, Steve Harvey, which I've also already done. Steve Harvey, Full House, Full House franchise, the Saved by the Bell franchise, the Cosby Show franchise, Boy Meets World, Family Matters, Sister Sister, Sister Sister, yeah, Sister Sister, Smart Guy, Keenan and Kel, Clarissa Explains All, the retro Nickelodeon sitcoms, and the teenage Sabrina, the quote unquote teenage witch. Sabrina the Teenage Witch, What I Like About You, George Lopez, My Wife and Kids, which I think I've already done again, and so many more I can't think of. I can't think of. I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but since my new style, I review them season by season. But it's kind of hard to remember each season in great detail, and some of these are just way too long to review in seasons. So what I'm gonna do is, first, I'm just gonna do a long overview and review of the entire series from what I do remember from the series. Then I'm gonna rewatch and then do the season reviews, because you know how, just like with Dragon Ball Evolution, Mortal Kombat, The Avengers, and many more movies and franchises on here, I like doing multiple. I just like doing multiple reviews. So multiple reviews and rants. So that's what I'm going to be doing from now on with the sitcoms. But this is the intro to all retro quote unquote sitcoms. There'll be another one for the retro Disney Channel sitcoms. I already have one for the late 2010s, and I think I need to do one for the 2020s Disney Channel sitcoms. So with that being said, let's get started right now. everybody? Time for another retro sitcom review, and this time I'm looking at the 2007 short-lived sitcom Just Jordan, which I saw bits and pieces of in 2007 and like the show, despite the corniness and cheesiness. Only issues I have with this show is the acting, especially from the main character Jordan, was over the top, and the show, just like with Romeo, the show had an annoying laugh track, which I don't remember. I don't remember this show having a laugh track. This was a lot similar to the previous show, Romeo. This was a lot similar to the previous show, Romeo, Malcolm in the Middle, Even Stevens, and Lizzie McGuire, except even zanier than those. Zanier to these even zanier to these, yeah, even zanier than those shows combined. What else about this show? Yeah, even zanier than those shows combined, and sorry, I got distracted by something, and yeah, that's what this show is similar to. The episode that will play in the background is the second episode, in my opinion, one of the greatest episodes. One of the more iconic episodes that people think is the best, and I thought it was a good episode, but I don't think it's the best, is the Grills episode. The Grills episode. That's the episode people consider the best. However, the episode I chose is the episode before it, the second episode, the bad boy episode, where Jordan and his group become bad boys and thugs, gangsters, to impress women, because this falls in the stereotype of women, like the bad boy types. That episode played in the background. This was one of the best and funniest episodes of Just Jordan. So with that being said, let me start it right now. Just Jordan stars
Here, bro, help me with sinuses. I'm trying. I just can't help it. It's my allergies. But it's weird. I thought I was only allergic. These guys talk about girls? Of course. What else would they talk about?
So yeah, this show stars Little JJ, I think that's his name, Little JJ, as the main character, Jordan Lewis, who and his family moves from Little Rock, Arkansas, I think to Los Angeles, or maybe Los Angeles to Little Rock, Arkansas. I don't know. They move there to this new place, and it follows his life at school and around his grandfather's restaurant where he works at. In the first episode, he tries out for his school's basketball team, but despite being good and the best player there, it doesn't make the team because of his lack of teamwork, and a new character named Tony Lee, an Asian, takes his place. Jordan initially, the first episode, hates the Asian guy, because the Asian guy also gets a job at the same place Jordan works at. But when Jordan does something wrong and the Asian guy gets blamed for it, the grandfather's prepared to fire him, but Jordan takes up for him, and they bond, and they become friends. And it follows the misadventures of these two. Jordan's Hispanic friend, Osmondo, I think that's his name, Osmondo, who's a total opposite of them, who's wimpy, weak, scrawny, non-athletic, and is always in a suit and tie, and wants a career in politics, and follows the misadventures of them. Jordan's cousin, portrayed by Raven Goodwill from Good Luck Charlie. This is what she was on before Good Luck Charlie, as Tangeria, something like that.
Tangia Cunningham, something like that, and and it follows the missing links trip, and also Jordan's quest to impress his crush Taniqua, something like that, and something like that. Yeah, season 1 was the most exciting, but season 2 is the far superior. Season 2 is the far superior season. Yeah, this show ended because of the writer's strike. Because of the writer's strike that ruined a lot of shows. I caught this show shortly after it premiered in 2007, and I watched it whenever I had the channel on Nickelodeon. I was once again more of a watcher of Cartoon Network and Disney Channel. Cartoon Network and Disney Channel. Cartoon Network and Disney Channel. Now, Cartoon Network and Disney Channel in 2007 were still good, but they were nowhere near as good as they were in the late 90s, early 2000s. But they still had some banger. They still had some banger shows. So I was always mostly watching Cartoon Network, especially Cartoon Network. They had Naruto, Bleach, Ben 10, which are two to three of the things I cared about in the late 2000s, mid to late 2000s. Yeah, but I remember watching the show. And thinking it was exciting, and in my opinion, it should have lasted longer. It should have lasted longer than it did. Like I said, the only issues I have with the show is the show can be over the top, cheesy, and downright stupid. There's lots of overacting, especially from the main character Jordan, and 3 horrible laugh track, which I do not, just like with Romeo's show, I do not remember, and I do not like laugh tracks because, like I said, they're lazy. They know a lot of this. Some of it is funny, some of this isn't funny. They know a lot of people would not only would they not laugh at what's going on, they wouldn't tune in, and they would not tune in or show up at a taping. And if they show up at a taping, they will not be laughing. It will be cricket sounds. But yeah. The best episodes, or like I said, the best episodes are the pilot episode, which I just talked about. This episode right here, where Jordan, Osmondo, and Tony Lee try to become bad boys to impress women. They try to become bad boys. When I say bad boys, thugs, gangsters, to impress women. The grill episode, which was so bad. It was good. There was lots of overacting from Jordan, and lots of dumb stuff. Yeah, how can a grill get stuck? How can a grill get stuck in your mouth and on your teeth? Home in the Diner. I think that's what that place is called, the Diner. Home in the Diner, where Jordan and Tony Lee have to hold down the fort and take care of the diner, while the grandpa and the mother and the sister are away on a road trip. And Jordan and Tony Lee are in charge of feeding and serving the orders of a gigantic football team, which they managed to do. And then, my opinion, the supreme greatest episode alongside the Bad Boy. These are 2 of the best ones. The Critter episode, where Jordan's childhood friend Critter comes to visit in town, but the Critter, he proves himself to be the antagonist by causing Jordan to alienate his best friend Tony, and further proves his intended ways by stealing $50 out of his grandfather's cash register, so he could go party with some celebrities, because this Critter guy, he was a nice guy, but then he became good at football and is on his way to the pros, and as such he has a big head that thinks the rules and stuff don't apply to him because he's this superstar athlete. Even his mom treats him like an athlete, a superstar, instead of like a mother and her child, a parent and his or her child. So yeah, this was one of the greatest episodes ever. This was one of the greatest episodes ever. So yeah,
And by the end of the day, the girls will be
that was just Jordan. Nostalgia overload takes me back to 2007. There's lots of music. There's even a bizarre pilot on YouTube, which I can't find any information on. I've seen the pilot, but I can't find any information on the pilot, which shows Jordan, his family, and a bunch of other, his family, the same restaurant, but a bunch of other characters and a different posse of friends with lots of adult copyrighted music. I think this show was originally intended for BET, but later went to Nickelodeon. Yeah, it had a lot of copyrighted music like T-Pain's I Sprung and Snoop Dogg's Drop It Like It's Hot, and yeah. And there's also lots of awesome music in this show. Yeah, Just Jordan. The theme song is bopping. The theme song is bopping too, which has Just Jordan repeating his name Just Jordan while rapping in between. So yeah, this was Just Jordan. Happy to see the cast of Just Jordan still acting and still doing big things today. So yeah, this was Just Jordan. This was the short part 1 webcam introductory review. Next will be the larger 2 season reviews and the post episode review and reactions. So get ready. So this was Just Jordan. That's it for now. You want to hear the rest of the music? Turn the video off right now.
Well, it needs to be someone with something to take. Someone who won't put up a fight. Someone people find.
Is it me, or have we been here before? Why don't we go somewhere that we can explore? So let's get away from here, run to where the skies are clear, and we'll go back in time to another world where we'll feel alive. We won't have to worry. With you by my side, there's nowhere we can go, and you can be my guide. As long as you don't run to take me there, take me anywhere you want to go, to a place that we both know. With you here, there is nothing left for us to fear. We'll make the bad guys disappear.